Hey, this is Chris Poff again, and this is part 2, or step 2, of your keys to choosing a billion-dollar business niche. So let's review real quick what we did. And first step was we made our list. We brainstormed a list of niches that we thought might be profitable niches on the internet for both naming your domain name or your business name plus the niche that you're going to go after. So we listed them. We checked them out with SEO book, and we came up with a short list of, let's say, 5, ideally 20 to 100,000 searches per month, ideally in the US, and ideally a passion of yours, and I'll actually get to that in another video. But let's go on to the next step, which is, what do you do with that now? You're not done. You're just getting started, because you have to check your competition. And how do you do that? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Google. And before we do that, let's actually do a new search, because I'm tired of searching for home-based businesses and stuff like that. Let's bring the keyword search up again, and let's look for, let's just say you're looking into shoes. You think there's money in shoes. Okay, well, let's just find out. How many people search for shoes on the internet? Whoa. Shoes, 14,000. That is, I can't even do that math. 10,000 times 30 days would be 300,000. So that's a huge niche. So let's just say you wanted to check your competition, because I mean, my gosh, there's tons of money in that, right? Okay, well, you don't know that yet. Let's go back here to where are we here? Mozilla Startup, and let's put in shoes. See how much competition we have. Well, your competition is only 220 million pages that have shoes on that particular page. So let's just put it this way. Is that a good niche? Yeah. Could it be profitable? Yes. Are you up against a ton of other people? Yes. This right here, 220 million, that's a big number. And you're not done yet, because you also, let's take a look at the top person, shoes.com, which is, you know, that name doesn't get any better than that. You go there and you take a look at their site. What are they doing? Fall clearance. Okay, well, that site to me is sort of a catch-all. They're everything to everybody, so that's a strength. They're number 1 on the search, so they're making lots of money. And they have plenty of different categories, you know, women, men, girls, boys, juniors, bags, brands, sale. So that's not a bad website. It's pretty well put together, but that's why you look at these. Their strength is also their weakness. They're trying to be all things to all people. So you would list that, or make a note of that. And let's go down here to Zappos.com. Well, Zappos is actually even more general. They have shoes, clothing, bags, accessories, so they're going after the huge market too. They're very general in their marketing. So see, this tells you more about what you're up against, because page 1 of Google is, you know, when you hit your shoe search, that's who you're up against, and these are the people. Now this one, yeah, there you go, boots under 50, 7,500 bucks. So this is more specific, and I would say these guys probably would do better. I'm just guessing, because it's a little bit more specific. But anyway, this gives you a chance to look at your competition and figure out, is there a niche there that you want to be into? Who do you want to go up against? Do you want to go up against discount shoes? That's Payless, if they'll ever come up. Come on, baby. Payless shoes, a little cheap, I guess. Anyway, that's not a bad site, you know. But that's what tells you what you're up against, price points, things like that. Now, I'm a big niche person. I like to segment a niche, so I'm not going to go after shoes. I'm going to go after a smaller segment, and also I'm probably not going to go up against 220 million. I'm going to try to find a better competitive search term that I don't have to go up against 220 million. Ideally, the search would be more like, and let me get down here and we'll minimize this. Ideally, you want to find something that's searched for, a keyword that's searched for 20,000 100,000 minimum, and really more like 50 to 100,000 times a month. And you really want to find something that is less than 1 million competition worth of pages. So in other words, when you do that search, rather than being 220 million, you'd like it to be less than 1 million. Now that's sort of pie in the sky now, because there's a ton of people doing this, and you're probably not going to find that, or if you do, you better jump on it very quickly, because that probably is a very profitable niche. But what you're looking for is, ideally not 220 million, but even in the 5, 10, 20 million competition is certainly a lot easier to achieve page one than it is 220 million. So the next thing is, like I said, you check out the top websites selling the same product as you, and you figure out just what is your competition all about, and how can you find a way to do a better job at a certain aspect of that particular product or service. So that's the next step is, number one, you check your competition. You go to Google and enter your keyword. That gives you the number of pages of competition with your keyword on it. And obviously lower is better, less than 1 million ideally. It's very hard to achieve nowadays because there's so much competition. But the next step is, then you check out the competition and you check out those top websites, because that gives you a better idea of how to formulate your niche and how to go after your market in shoes or whatever that is.